What's up, everyone? As you've probably witnessed, we've been doing some split jerk work for about 7 weeks now. I want to go over a couple key coaching points for some of the drills that you're going to be seeing in class going forward. We've already done some of these, but as we continue seeing them, I want you to be better off doing them. So one of them is the dip squat. One is going to be a heaving dip squat, also known as a jerk drive. And then we also might see some tall jerks. So on the dip squat, the idea is to be able to do the squat and stand portion of the jerk with way more weight than you would ever consider doing a jerk. Think of it kind of like, and I don't know if this is right or not, but a baseball player putting that weight on their bat and swinging it to make the bat feel heavier, and then they take it off and the bat feels lighter. So imagine if you put more weight on this bar than you could jerk, and you dip straight down and up repeatedly for sets and reps over weeks, you're gonna build the strength to move more weight. So that's the dip squat. Let's look at that. So a couple things here. You want the same exact front rack position that you're going to jerk from. So for me, I'm not gonna have my elbows way up here. I like pulling them down a little bit. The big thing is connect it to your shoulders in the front rack and don't have any fingers off like you're squatting. So we get the bar in front rack position. I want you to feel the weight is across the entire foot. I'm not shifted forward onto my toes, and I'm not leaned back on my heels where I can wiggle my toes. My big toes on the ground, my heels on the ground. And then the key for the movement is to go straight down, straight up. If you look at the end of the barbell, it should go straight down, straight up. A common error is for people to dip and shift their weight forward, and their barbell does kind of a U shape. If that happens, the weight of the bar is going forward on the way up. So we want to avoid that by imagining your head and your hips going straight down, straight up. That's the dip squat. We can do that with a lot of weight. The next movement you'll see is the dip drive, or the heaving dip squat, jerk drive. It's all the same. There's a lot of names for it. What this is, it's a continuation of the dip squat, but you drive up with some explosive power and get that bar to go up off your shoulders. When you receive it, when it comes back down, you want to reinforce that same vertical pattern. So at no point are we back and forth. Here's what it looks like. Same setup as the dip squat. I'm going to go straight down and drive that bar up. You can kind of tuck that chin out of the way. So you can do this with a lot of weight, like all the way up to your max. We're only trying to get a few inches off the shoulders. Down, drive, receive. When you receive, notice I came right back down into that position just to reinforce that's where my hips go when I'm doing this movement, never forward. And again, just like the dip squat, when we dip straight down, weight is equally distributed across the foot. So we'll call that the jerk drive. Bunch of names for it. Next one, the tall jerk. We're not going to do this with very much weight, and in fact, I haven't planned on seeing this in the cycle yet, but we might put it in. This is all about footwork. We're going to hold the bar above our head, lift up onto our toes, and then quickly drive those feet out into a jerk landing. So your first thing, you need to know where your jerk landing is. Back knees bent, weight is kind of pushing apart from each other. Front knee is stacked over the ankle. Back leg is not straight, back is not arched, weight's not shifted forward. I'm kind of up and down right here. I'm locked in place. So I need to be able to get into that position quickly. Here's what the tall jerk looks like. We're going to put the bar just above our forehead, lift up onto your toes, and then drive down into that landing position, recover, reset above the forehead, toes, drive down. Now, a common error on this is for people to want to load and then drive up like this. For them to want to kind of go down and up. There's no down and up. From here, it's just straight down fast feet, fast arms. If you get really strong at the jerk drive, you're extra strong at just dipping and going up, and you can quickly drive under the bar, putting those things together, that is really going to help you PR your split jerk when that comes up again sometime in early May. All right, guys, I hope this helped. If you're interested in more, leave a comment or something, see what I can do.